The movie begins in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, where a luxurious boat is seen. This boat belongs to Arthur Bishop, who has erased all traces of his past and started a new life under a different identity. He wakes up, freshens up, and prepares to leave as part of his daily routine. But before leaving, he activates a bomb switch he had set up on the boat. After that, he goes to a restaurant. After a while, a woman approaches his table and tells him that he has been hiding there. Bishop pretends not to understand anything and acts as if he doesn't know English. The woman smiles and stops the act, saying their boss has a job for him. She explains that he must kill 3 people, and each death must look like an accident. She also tells him the job must be completed quickly. Then, she shows him a video on her phone. In the video, everyone believes Bishop died in a blast, but the footage clearly shows that he escaped before the explosion. She threatens him, saying if he refuses the job, her boss will send this video to the people who are already trying to kill him. Bishop notices that the woman isn't alone. Several others are also in the restaurant with her. Without wasting time, Bishop asks to make a call. He takes out his phone and secretly snaps a photo of the woman. As she tries to pull out her gun, Bishop immediately pins her hand to the table. The others attack him, and a brutal fight breaks out. He grabs one attacker and slams his face onto a barbecue grill. During the chaos, Bishop seizes the opportunity and jumps onto a nearby ropeway. The woman and the others follow him. Since Bishop is on top of the ropeway cabin, the woman keeps firing at him. He then notices a glider approaching below, so he jumps onto it and disappears within seconds. That night, Bishop secretly returns near his boat and sees several men waiting to kill him. He presses the bomb switch from his phone, and the boat explodes with a loud blast, killing all of them instantly. After that, he heads to a massive container yard. Inside one of the countless containers, he has a hidden safe house, making it almost impossible for anyone to find him. He quickly posts a bounty using the photo of the woman, offering $20,000 to anyone who can provide information about her. Inside the container, multiple passports and a large amount of cash are visible, showing how dangerous and mysterious he really is. He takes one passport and some money and leaves. The story then shifts to a beautiful island in Thailand. There he meets a woman who is an old friend of his. She manages the resort alone, and very few people know about the island. Bishop also has his own house there. He enters his room and opens a laptop where he finds all the information about the woman from the restaurant. She turns out to be working for Crain, one of the world's biggest mafia leaders and an old enemy of Bishop. Bishop stays on the island for a few days, living cautiously and always staying alert. One day, another young woman comes to the resort, asking for medicine. She looks badly injured, with bruises on her lips and body, suggesting someone has beaten her. That same night, a woman suddenly runs toward Bishop and points toward a boat, saying a man there is brutally beating his wife. She explains that the same girl had come earlier in the morning asking for medicine and requests him to help her. Bishop is forced to intervene, so he takes a small boat and heads toward them. The man becomes furious after seeing Bishop and orders him to leave. Bishop tries to calm him down, but the man attacks him instead. Bishop pushes him back, and the man falls, hitting his head. The impact kills him on the spot. The abused woman witnesses everything and faints in fear. The resort owner, who had been watching from a distance, comes over to help. Bishop asks her to take the girl away while he handles the situation. He plans to stage the death so it looks like an accident. When Bishop enters the boat, he finds the woman's phone and passport. Her name is Gina, but as soon as he turns on her phone, he sees his own photo saved on it. The discovery shocks him. He drives the boat a little farther away, pours petrol all over it, and then moves back with his smaller boat. He throws a flare gun, setting the boat on fire, and after some time, it explodes loudly. Back in his room, Bishop finds Gina lying on his bed. He immediately points a gun at her head and asks why his photo is on her phone. Terrified, Gina reveals the truth. She explains that Crain sent her there to trap Bishop emotionally, gain his trust, and later help kidnap him. Bishop asks why she agreed to work for Crain, assuming she must have been offered a lot of money. Gina then explains her situation. She says she is a social worker who runs an orphanage for 20 children in Africa. Crain kidnapped 6 of those children and threatened to sell them on the dark web if she didn't follow his orders. She accepted the mission only to save those kids. After hearing this, Bishop has nothing to say and becomes even more furious at Crain. The next day, Bishop notices Crain's men watching them from a distance using a boat. He secretly investigates Gina and confirms she really runs an orphanage, meaning she told the truth. After that, he comes outside, holds her hand, and walks with her. He quietly tells her to keep acting normal because Crain's men are watching. If they realize she revealed the truth, the children will be killed. They start acting like a couple and spend time together. As days pass, Bishop genuinely begins to develop feelings for Gina. One night, he opens up about his past. He explains that he and Crain both grew up in an orphanage. When Bishop escaped, Crain was punished badly. Later, Crain became a powerful mafia don involved in human trafficking, drugs, and many illegal businesses. Bishop also reveals that Crain had previously tried to recruit him, but he refused. He assures Gina that he will not let anything happen to her. That night, they grow closer. The next morning, Bishop suddenly sees Crain's men arriving on the island disguised as police officers. He starts fighting them and takes down many of them alone. However, they manage to capture Gina. Crain then calls Bishop and tells him to meet if he wants his girlfriend alive. Bishop goes to meet Crain. After heavy security checks, he is allowed inside. A guard tells him to sit on a chair, and the moment he sits, a bomb inside the chair activates, preventing him from attacking. Crain arrives and explains that the bomb is there to keep Bishop under control. Bishop warns him that none of his targets have ever survived, but offers him a chance to release Gina and walk away. Crain says he kidnapped Gina because he knew Bishop would do anything for her. He orders Bishop to kill 3 powerful mafia bosses within 72 hours. Each target is heavily protected, and the deaths must look like accidents. After each kill, Bishop will be allowed to talk to Gina on a video call. Knowing Bishop's skills, Crain believes the task is easy for him. Since this is the first time Bishop truly loves someone, he reluctantly agrees. Crain hands him a file. The first target is Crawl, a notorious African mafia leader. Crawl had been involved in many wars across Africa. He also ran illegal elephant trafficking and human trafficking operations. He was so dangerous that rumors claimed he even ate human flesh. Currently, he was locked inside a prison considered one of the most secure facilities in the world. The prison was designed in such a way that none of his enemies could reach him. Crain gives Bishop a tracking pill and tells him to swallow it after killing Crawl. The pill contains a tracker so his men can easily find Bishop. But if the pill gets digested before Bishop escapes, he will never be able to leave the prison alive. Bishop begins planning carefully. He gathers all the details about the prison. It turns out to be the most secure prison in Malaysia, built on a high rocky structure in the middle of the ocean. The place is about 100 meters high, and the waters below are filled with aggressive sharks. Even if someone survived the sharks, they wouldn't get far because there is nothing but open sea for hundreds of kilometers. Not only escaping, but even entering the prison is extremely difficult. And even if someone manages to get inside, reaching Crawl alone is almost impossible, since his bodyguards constantly surround him. In fact, the prison is practically under Crawl's control. Despite this, Bishop creates a master plan to both enter and escape the prison. He first collects files of Malaysia's most wanted criminals and tattoos his face to resemble one of the gang members. Then he gathers the materials he needs. He prepares a powerful explosive disguised as chewing gum. He hides the tracker inside a cigarette and fills a few other cigarettes with small explosive charges. After that, he creates a fake passport using a criminal's identity and attaches his own photo. The next day, he drinks alcohol and starts causing a scene on the street. According to his plan, the police arrest him. They check his passport and assume he is one of the wanted criminals. So without further questioning, they transfer him to the high-security prison. At the entrance, the guards search his belongings. They only find some cigarettes, chewing gum, and a small cream container. They fail to realize that the cigarettes contain explosives. After returning his items, they send him inside. Inside the prison, Bishop notices Crawl is always surrounded by bodyguards, making it impossible to approach him directly. He learns from another inmate that many prisoners want to kill Crawl. At that moment, he notices a disabled prisoner with a knife attached to his amputated arm, while Crawl is working out nearby. Bishop realizes the man is planning an attack. As soon as the disabled man approaches Crawl, Bishop quickly throws a knife at him, killing him before he can strike. He had secretly obtained that knife earlier. Crawl becomes pleased with Bishop for saving his life and invites him to lunch. Bishop agrees but refuses to sit with the bodyguards. Crawl laughs and accepts. The next day, Bishop visits Crawl's private area and sees that he has created his own separate world inside the prison. Crawl even practices black magic there. He explains that the man Bishop killed used to work for him, but after Crawl murdered his brother, the man was looking for revenge. Now only Bishop and Crawl are inside the room. Seeing the opportunity, Bishop suddenly attacks him. Even though the bodyguards outside become slightly suspicious, they ignore it. Bishop chokes Crawl with a metal rod until he loses consciousness. Then he mixes poisonous substances available in the room into a soup and forces Crawl to drink it. After struggling for a while, Crawl dies. Bishop arranges the scene so it looks like a natural death rather than murder. Soon the bodyguards enter the room. Bishop signals them that their boss is praying and shouldn't be disturbed. They see Crawl sitting still and assume it's true. Bishop quickly leaves. But shortly after, news of Crawl's death spreads across the prison and alarms start blaring. Bishop realizes it's time to escape. He reaches the prison wall and inserts the chewing gum-shaped explosive into a small hole, attaching one of the cigarette fuses. Then he quickly swallows the tracking pill. Meanwhile, the guards notice his escape attempt through CCTV cameras and rush to capture him. Bishop removes his shirt and applies the cream all over his body. Then he lights the explosive fuse. A massive explosion blasts a hole in the prison wall. The guards immediately open fire on Bishop. but he jumps straight into the ocean. The cream he applied on his body prevents sharks from detecting the smell of blood, allowing him to swim away safely. Shortly after, Crain's men pick him up from the sea. After confirming Krall's death, Crain lets Bishop speak with Gina through a video call as promised. Once the call ends, Crain assigns the next target. The man's name is Kook, a notorious human trafficking dealer. He not only bought and sold people, but also sold human organs on the dark web. Kook lived in Sydney, Australia, on the top floor of a 50-story building. His apartment walls were 3 feet thick, made of concrete and steel, strong enough to withstand even explosions. The place was always filled with bodyguards, making it nearly impossible to break in. Bishop begins another dangerous plan. He has only 36 hours to complete the mission. He first observes the building from a helicopter and notices a cantilever swimming pool on the top floor that extends outside the building. Then he enters the building disguised as a client and carefully notes Cook's movements. He discovers that Cook is alone only when he is bathing. Next, Bishop meets the building manager pretending he wants to buy an apartment. When the manager shows him an empty room, Bishop calls him from his phone. As the manager steps aside to answer, Bishop quickly takes a photo of the room key. The following day, Bishop performs an experiment by drilling into thick glass, inserting rubber, and injecting a chemical. Within seconds, the glass cracks, confirming his plan. On the chosen day, Bishop enters the building disguised as cleaning staff after Kook leaves. He goes to the room shown earlier, removes the window glass, and attaches a hook. Slowly, he climbs up along the outside of the building. Using suction hooks, he reaches directly beneath the swimming pool. He drills into the pool's base and inserts the special rubber device. Meanwhile, Cook returns to the building and prepares to swim. Bishop waits below. As soon as Cook enters the pool and comes near, Bishop injects the chemical. Cook notices him underwater, but it is too late. The pool glass cracks instantly, and the entire structure collapses. Cook falls from the top floor and dies immediately. Bishop quickly escapes the building. Since the pool was cantilevered, everyone assumes it collapsed naturally. Even Crain is shocked by Bishop's flawless execution. Crain then allows another video call between Bishop and Gina. During the call, Gina raises her hand and says the watch Bishop gave her has stopped working. She actually tries to warn him by showing the number plate behind her so he can identify the location. However, Crain's guards notice this, start beating her, and cut the call. Bishop carefully reviews the video and spots the number. He quickly traces the boat's details and sets out in a helicopter. After searching the ocean for a while, he spots Crain's boat. He jumps from the helicopter, uses an underwater motor, and approaches the boat from below. He climbs aboard secretly and starts eliminating guards one by one. After killing many, his ammunition runs out. A guard spots him, leading to another intense fight. Bishop takes down several more, but Crain's men manage to injure his leg and capture him. Crain tells him that if he wants Gina alive, he must complete one final job. Furious, Bishop fights back, kills several guards, and jumps into the water. Crain contacts him again, warning that if he tries another rescue attempt, Gina will die. He orders Bishop to finish the last mission. With no other option, Bishop begins planning the final target. The last target is Adam, a wealthy arms dealer. Adam lived in an extremely secure building. No one had ever entered it alive. He also owned 2 submarines equipped with ballistic missiles. Bishop gathers all the information about Adam and prepares another master plan. He first goes to a hospital located near Adam's building. From the hospital rooftop, he uses a sniper rifle to target a security guard standing on Adam's building. He shoots the guard in the leg, injuring him. Immediately, a call is made to send a medical helicopter. Bishop had been waiting for this. He secretly boards the hospital helicopter, which then flies to Adam's building. Taking advantage of the moment, Bishop slips inside the building. However, a few guards notice him. Bishop quickly takes them down. Meanwhile, Adam hears about the attack and rushes down in an elevator. Bishop sees this and throws a grenade onto the elevator, blowing it up and stopping it midway. Adam somehow escapes and runs into his secure bunker, locking himself inside. But inside the bunker, Bishop is already waiting for him. At that moment, Bishop could easily kill Adam, but instead he explains everything. He reveals that Crain sent him to kill Adam, but he doesn't want to do it. He explains that if Adam dies, the global arms market and human trafficking networks will fall completely into Crain's hands. The 2 mafia bosses Bishop already killed were also Crain's business competitors. Even if he kills Adam, Crain will still try to eliminate him. Adam asks why Bishop is trying to save him. Bishop explains that Crain kidnapped his girlfriend Gina and will keep threatening him. Therefore, he wants to destroy Crain completely. Adam points out that Crain is always surrounded by guards, making it nearly impossible. Bishop then shares his master plan. Adam must fake his death. Bishop will tell Crain that Adam is dead but won't show the body. To confirm the death, Crain will send his men to search for the body, and Bishop will eliminate them all. After that, he will finish Crain. Adam agrees, since Crain is also his enemy. According to the plan, an explosion occurs in Adam's building, and Adam jumps into the water. Bishop, already waiting underwater with oxygen gear, rescues him and takes him to a deserted island, telling him to hide there for 24 hours. Bishop then calls Crain and reports that Adam is dead. Crain sees the explosion on television, and even the building's guards confirm Adam's death, but he still isn't convinced, so he sends most of his men to find the body. Bishop anticipates this and sets deadly traps. He rigs explosives at the door and sets up an automatic rifle that fires when triggered by a small movement. Soon, Crain's Crain's men arrive and begin searching. They eventually spot Bishop and open fire. Bishop returns fire while his traps begin killing them one by one. A guard triggers the automatic rifle, which starts firing continuously, killing several more. A grenade attached to the door explodes, igniting petrol and burning the remaining men. All of Crain's forces there are eliminated. Crain watches everything through cameras and becomes terrified. He realizes Bishop will come for him next. He orders his guards to stay alert around the boat, but Bishop approaches from underwater. He climbs aboard and starts killing guards. Gina also tries to fight, but she gets shot in the back and is badly beaten. Bishop continues eliminating everyone. Crain then grabs Gina and activates bombs planted on the boat, set to explode in 4 minutes. He heads toward a helicopter with one bodyguard. Bishop quickly places Gina inside a safety chamber and ejects it from the boat to save her. He remains behind. Moments later, he kills Crain's bodyguard, and a brutal final fight begins between Bishop and Crain. Bishop attacks him relentlessly. Within moments, Bishop wraps a chain around Crain and tightly binds him to the boat. Crain screams that Bishop won't be able to escape because the boat is about to explode. Bishop calmly replies that he never said he would jump and escape. Then he runs toward the boat, and seconds later, the entire vessel explodes with a massive blast. Meanwhile, Gina's safety chamber floats to the surface. An Australian Navy boat quickly arrives and rescues her. However, no trace of Bishop is found after the explosion, leading Gina to believe he is dead. Later, the wreckage of the boat is recovered from the ocean, and Adam watches the process. Eventually, everyone assumes Bishop died in the blast, but Adam notices a CCTV camera and becomes suspicious. That night, he checks the footage and sees someone emerging from the boat's anchor section. The person turns out to be Bishop. Adam realizes that near the anchor there is a hidden emergency chamber designed to hold 2 people if the boat sinks. Knowing escape would be impossible, Bishop had hidden inside that secret compartment. Impressed by Bishop's master plan, Adam deletes the CCTV footage, erasing the last proof of Bishop's survival so the world continues to believe he is dead. 6 months later, Gina returns to her orphanage. The 6 children kidnapped by Crain have also been rescued. She spends her time with them, trying to move on. One day, Bishop suddenly appears there. Gina is overwhelmed with happiness, runs to him and hugs him tightly. And with that, the movie comes to an end.